everyone, and welcome to the channel. Today's video, I'll be crafting with trash in a Save Our Earth collab hosted by the Purple Pixie and Teresa B DIY. So make sure to check out their links in the description box. DIY number 1, Pioneer Woman Milk Bottle Dupe. We found these bottles in a box on the side of the road, and I had this paint on hand. So I thought I might try making these milk bottles that I saw on Marsha Mush and Stuff's Walmart walkthrough. So the first thing I did was start to paint the bottles. Now, it wasn't going too good. I thought that the paint wasn't going on very thick. I was using a sponge to paint, and it was going pretty good. But I didn't like how thin it was. So I decided to use some baking soda. I did add about 3 tablespoons of baking soda in until I got a nice consistency. And once I did that, look at how beautiful the paint came. It came like chalk paint. I was really happy with it. So this is the first bottle with 1 coat of paint and the second bottle with 1 coat of paint. I couldn't believe it. What a difference. Here's the 4 bottles after they were painted, and I decided to go with this buffalo check red ribbon that I got all the ingredients from Dollar Tree. So first I put the bottom, the larger piece on, and then I put the top piece on. I wanted a cow, but I didn't have any, so I glued on this little lamb head. Next, I'm going to use this buffalo check black ribbon, and I had a notepad with some farm fresh items on it. So I cut out one of the pictures and I put that on the second bottle. Third bottle, I had this blue bling, and I thought it would go really good with the unicorn. So I added the bling to the bottom, and then I put some on top as well, and then using hot glue, I glued on the unicorn, and it matched so well. So now I've got 3 bottles. The last one here, I wasn't sure what to do, and then I decided to go with the black buffalo check, and I did have to make the top a bit smaller so you would see both edges. Here are the 4 designs that I made. Aren't they cute? DIY number 2, Pioneer Woman Hanging Sign Dupe. I had a lot of dog food containers because I feed my dog Caesar dog food, and I thought maybe I could use those for a DIY. So what I did was I cut some of the big ribbon, and I used hot glue on the back, and I put it into the little Caesar container. And then I took the smaller ribbon, but I did cut some little circles on the side as a design, and I did that all the way around. Then I had some Mardi Gras beads that I received from another YouTuber, Shannon's Crafty DIYs, and I saw someone else in the last playlist do this. They put the paint in a baggie and were able to color their beads so easily. And here are the beads all colored. Then I took one of these little signs that I got at Dollar Tree, stickers, and I put that inside. And next I waited for the paint to dry, and then I added hot glue as a holder. And I just made sure that the glue was dry on both sides. I decided to do another one in blue, so I took this blue paint and I covered the whole thing. Then I had this ribbon chandelier from Martha Stewart that I'd gotten in a Michael's haul, and I had one of these garden signs, I just used the little paper that came with it, and it has gnomes on it. And I wanted to do some kind of pattern inside the shadow box. So I cut out some strips of the ribbon at the desired length, and also I made a little pattern with them. And then I hot glued the pieces together. When I was happy with the pattern, I cut it out the right size of the shadow box, and then I just measured how it would go in, and then I glued it in. Once I got that in, I decided to put in the little gnome picture, and I just hot glued the back of that and put it in. It still needed something, and I couldn't decide what to put around it. I had a few ideas, but I didn't really like the blue on blue or the other colors. So then I just decided to go with red. It could be patriotic for the red, white, and blue. And if you want to see more patriotic DIYs, check out my link in the description box of the patriotic DIY collaboration that I participated in. That was hosted by Teresa B. DIY. And all her revenue for May, she is going to be donating to Fisher House. I'll leave a link for that in the description box as well as the playlist for this Save the Earth collab. So I just trimmed off all the sides just to make it cohesive. And here it is. And now I decided to add a little bit of the red and white on the inside, just so everything would blend together well. So I gave it a little frame. And then I took more of the Mardi Gras beads that I had painted the day before and left to dry overnight. And I'm just gluing them on the back now. And I was wondering what to do with all these dog food containers. I'd been saving them for a while because I just don't want to throw them out. And now I can make some cute little shadow boxes for any occasion. They really are oh so cute. DIY number 3, Pioneer Woman bucket dupe with lace top. So I had this McFlurry bucket empty, and I had these popsicle sticks, and I decided to make this little cute bucket. So what I did was I measured the popsicle sticks where I wanted them to end, and then I cut off that end, and I used that one as a template to cut off the other ones. So I cut quite a few of them, and then I hot glued them on. Now I did make the flat end go at the bottom and the round end go at the top. So I just glued all the popsicle sticks on all the way around. You have to be careful though, because they're not the perfect popsicle stick shape, I find. Some of them are a bit wonky. So you will get some little slits in between. So here it is after I did them all. I wanted to paint the outside red, so I just used one of those little dog food containers to hold my paint. That could be another use for them. And just using the sponge, I painted all the way around. Now I did give 2 coats. I find the paint gets absorbed by the popsicle stick very well, so it does dry very quickly. Once I did that, I took a piece of the smaller red and white ribbon and I put that at the top of the little pail. I had to fix it because it wasn't on right. I wanted to make sure that it was straight. There we go. Now I had this piece of lace and I wanted to use it for the top part. The Pioneer Woman bucket doesn't have lace on it, but I saw another video with a lace top and I really liked it, so that's why I put lace on mine. So I'm just figuring out where I want the lace to go, and this is what it looks like. Now, using hot glue, I'm making sure all the lace is well placed. Here it is at the end. Now it doesn't quite fit on. It doesn't snap into place anymore. I tried making it tighter and gluing in the lace further, but I still couldn't get it. So I took some more pieces of lace and I glued them on the outside of the lace container, like the lid, just so it would have something to keep it there and not fall off when it's on top of the little bucket, like a little rim. So I decided it needed something else and I didn't like the Mardi Gras beads. So I made a little bow with jute twine just by wrapping it around my fingers. Then I took it off my fingers, scrunched up the middle and wrapped it around a couple of times, and then I made a little knot with the loose piece. And I also took another small piece of ribbon for a handle and I glued that on, just using hot glue. Glued one side and then glued the other. Once I got that in place, I took my little ribbon and I put that in front as well with hot glue. I thought it turned out so super cute. It's not quite like the original, but it's got a little bird's nest spin on it. You can take the top off. Well, that's it for my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to check out the playlist for the Save the Earth collab. There's so many wonderful DIYs on there that you can make with everyday trash. And look what I made with my trash. Make sure to give me a big thumbs up if you liked it, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now. Check my channel very soon for hauls, DIYs, try-ons in my room.